Hi guys, welcome to another review. Today I'm gonna review a good movie that I just saw recently. It's called The Prisoners. It stars Hugh Jackman, Terrence Howard, and Jake Gyllenhaal. And I rarely seen this kind of movie anymore, and that's why the movie stands out for me. And one of my what's the story about? Okay, let me start with the story. The story is about these two families celebrating Thanksgiving, and then the two children, two daughters, disappears and been kidnapped by some strangers. So that's the basic background to the story. And I really enjoyed watching this movie because the story is really quite. I mean, it's not original. It's not breakthrough. It's nothing gonna blow your mind, but uh, it has good story. It has good performance. Very subtle performances, but subtle story, and you rarely see this kind of movie these days. Uh, there were previous years there were movies like that, and this movie recalls Fargo and stuff like that. So this is a very nowadays you don't see this kind of movie anymore. So when this comes out and I saw it, it's quite wonderful to see. It's quite a good movie for me. um, um, there is a vibe of Seven because it's a mystery and there's some mysterious kidnapping and then become a thriller. So I really enjoy this kind of the story flow, the storytelling is very um, subtle because it's not fast cut, it's not Michael Bay type of storytelling. So the movie moves in a very realistic, almost realistic, as movies can go, and very good pacing, very subtle pacing, and there's even an allegory for 9/11, torture and stuff like that. So overall, it's a good movie, and I won't be surprised if this movie actually got nominated for an Oscar because of its story or the acting. Jake Gyllenhaal plays a cop in this movie, and he's so controlled and very restrained, and I like that. And Hugh Jackman has an has a character arc. I mean, he's so menacing. He's so realistic as a father who lost his daughter, and there was a lot of he was giving a lot of expression, a lot of angst, anger, and sometimes it's better than his character in Wolverine, which is an embodiment of anger and being pissed off. Here is more is the best acting he gives, I think, in his career. Terrence Howard, really good too. He played very restrained. He played an opposite of what you expect of him. Terrence Howard usually is always outspoken and you know loud and everything. Here he's playing the other opposite, and which I think Tom Cruise or those kind of Ben Affleck, or those kind of Hollywood character, George Clooney or things like that. Those kind of actors should watch Terrence Howard in this movie because how to act the opposite of what people have used to see out of you. It's quite good. Terrence Howard really pulled it off. A lot of the actors in this movie pulled it off. Maria Bello and I can go on and on about the acting. Cinematography is very slow, very long, very beautiful cut and everything. I love a lot of it and most of it. So for me, it is a good movie. I really highly recommend it. Uh, out of 10, I'll give this movie an 8 out of 10. I would give it higher, like 9 out of 10. But 9, this movie is not really the genre I like. But that that does not mean this is not an excellent movie. It is a top rate movie, for in my opinion, honest opinion. Really, nowadays you don't really see this kind of storytelling, seeing this kind of subtle way of telling a story, a good story. Um, very very good, very very entertaining and very satisfying. And that's my short review of this movie. Hopefully you guys go and watch this. I highly recommend it. And yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys.